Yo, I have hundreds of hours played in Arc Raiders at this point, and I want to give you some of the top 3 best loadouts to run in Arc Raiders. These loadouts are going to help you loot quickly, save money by being relatively inexpensive, and they're going to maximize utility so that you have success in things like extracting and PvP. So what I'm going to cover is a looting loadout, a PvP loadout, and a hybrid loadout. These are pretty much the most important loadouts that you're going to want to build for when playing Arc Raiders. All right, first, let's build a looting loadout. All right, so first, this is my looting MK2 loadout. Obviously, this looks incredibly simple, but there are some small things that people miss out on that I think need to be touched on. First, obviously, I'm running a looting MK2 loadout. Now, in order to get one of these, in order to craft one of these, you're going to need magnets and you're going to need electrical components. So I'm going to show you where you get those. You can get electrical components if you have your refiner leveled up. You can actually craft electrical components from simple parts like plastic parts and rubber parts. So these are incredibly cheap to make. You make them out of plastic. And for magnets, what you can do is you can go to traders, go to Celeste, and you can trade her for up to 10 magnets a day. So this doesn't really cost you much. It costs you a couple seeds and it costs you a couple pieces of plastic, right? But the looting MK2 is going to give you so much space, even compared to the looting MK1 aug. Now, obviously, compared to one of the default augments, it's going to be incredibly different. But in order to get this, you're going to need to level up your bench, your gear bench to at least level 2. I have mine maxed out, obviously. So, if you don't have your gear bench maxed out, you're going to need to look into leveling up your gear bench. I'm pretty sure you automatically get this looting MK2 augment when you level up your bench to level 2. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong in the comments and you need to find the blueprint, then, just make sure to comment that. But this is going to give you an additional save pocket, and it's going to give you like five extra slots and empty slots for trinkets as well. So this gives you a ton of slots to work with, and it's relatively inexpensive to make. So I definitely recommend running a looting MK2 aug. Now, next, I'm running a light shield. Yes, for the looting run, you're really focused on getting in and getting out. So this could be via hatch. That's why I have the hatch key. This could be, via the default extract points. This is why I have the smoke grenades, and you want to run as much as you can. This is why I have the adrenaline shots. So this is clearly not a PvP focused kit. If you end up running into someone, you have something to defend yourself close range. You can kill a few bots if you need to. That's pretty much all this kit is focused on. But you're going to be able to get out with a absolute ton of loot if you're running this looting MK2 and you're running, very few additional items. Now, one thing that I want to talk about is the Raider hatch key. This is incredibly important. So another way that you can get Raider hatch keys is obviously you can buy one a day from Shawnee here. But if you level up your workshop workbench, your utility station workbench, you get the ability to craft Raider hatch keys for relatively inexpensive components as well. 1 advanced electrical component and 3 sensors. You can make advanced electrical components here, and you can find sensors relatively often. And if you need extra sensors, you can buy some from Celeste. You can buy 5 sensors from Celeste at one time, which is very nice. Now, the Raider hatch key is only if you're going into daytime raids. If you're going into a nighttime raid, you don't need this at all. But this is going to be the absolute best looting loadout. It's going to help you get in, and it's going to help you get out really quickly. Now, I'm going to do a really quick run, show you guys what I like to do. I'll show you my spaceport run, for example. Not a good sign. I already hear people getting knocked. That's very not good. Okay, so we loaded in a little bit late here, 25 minutes, but I'm relatively close to control tower. And this place is really close to a hatch key. So if I potentially, if I get a lot of good items inside control tower, I'll just hatch key right out. If I can get about 70K worth of items, I'll just hatch key out. Absolutely. No problem at all. Ideally, I would like to run up the left side. Of this map and loot the departure building, the control towers, and the arrival building. But I didn't necessarily get the spawn for that. Also, I'm in pretty late, and people like to do security breach runs. So I'm probably already too late to do a security breach run. So I'm just going to go straight for the nearest loot, nearest hatch, and get out. It's a daytime raid, so I can just hatch right out if what I find is valuable enough. Now, I'm just stimming straight in. I'm not really stopping to look for anything. This is really clutch because, I get 500 meters, within the first 2 minutes, if that. Probably a minute and a half. Oh, the Matriarch's here. Fortunately, I have not seen any bots yet. We got a pretty solid run in. Oh, there are people here. Yeah. This is the downsides of running in late. They're going up to the top of the tower. Let's hope there's actually something worth looting in this next building over. Nah, these guys are looting this building. Yeah, what's up, man? All right, unfortunately, this place is looted. The guys are being pretty friendly, so I'm not really going to bother them. But I do have enough I do have enough stims to go loot a different location on the map. So that's a bit unfortunate, but maybe we'll check the center, see if we can find some loot here. That's just one of the terrible situations about loading in late in this game. One of the reasons a lot of people don't like that aspect. I'm not a fan of that aspect either. If everything went my way, I would have been the first person to make it to that building. But since the game loads people in late, I have to waste all of my stims. I'm not the first person to the building. I don't get the loot. Unfortunate, but I mean, it's just part of the game. Genuinely just part of the game. And someone's here as well. Tons of people here, actually. Well, unfortunately, this is not looted. So I'll get out with whatever I can. They're probably fighting it from up top, to be honest with you. Hopefully the other side isn't looted as well. That would be pretty nice. Nothing crazy from this at all. That's okay though. Go check out the other side. What's up, man? I'm just looting. Yeah, good luck, bro. A lot of places are just hit here. Maybe this building won't be hit. Let's hope. I mean, I've only been in here for 4 minutes and there are genuinely people everywhere. This is why like being friendly sometimes is like not beneficial. I probably am just going to have to end up killing the next person I see. Like this guy here. I'm probably just going to have to. Too many people have looted. I'm gonna use my last stim here. People have just looted everything. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to go down. Sorry. Just not enough loot to go around, man. Not enough loot to go around, brother. Oh! I'm out. You kidding me? Oh! 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 Good thing I have a couple smoke. Oh my god! I'm getting shot at by everybody. Okay. We might have to cut our losses here. Hatch out. I don't know where this guy is. Dude, I'm friendly. What the hell? I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. I'm just gonna cut my losses, dude, and hatch out. That guy had some good loot on him. I'll take it. I can't tell if they're still following me. I'm not sure, but I gotta go. Fortunately, I got a hatch key. Definitely worth it. Sounds like those guys are teaming up, bro. See, this is why having a hatch key is nice. I'll be able to get out this way. And if I were gonna go hit that button, those guys would probably push me. But honestly, I got the most important thing off that guy. He had a Jupiter on him, so that's nice. Ah, dude, there's just too much. Just too many people to share the loot, bro. Too many people. Too friendly. I couldn't loot a building. It's not my fault, bro. I came in late. I couldn't loot a single building. So don't blame me. No possible way for me to be friendly and get any sort of loot at all. Let's go. That's actually a perfect run. I'll take that. Plus 60,000 off of this kit. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, he didn't have the best stuff, and I wasn't able to loot everything from that guy, but no, we got some good stuff. And that's pretty much how you use the looting loadout, man. You've got just enough power on you to get a kill if you need one, to get somebody off you or, you know, get some loot off on somebody. And then pretty much just get right out. So I will be taking that gladly and I'll be getting out. All right, now next, I'm going to show you guys my PvP loadout. So let's build for a PvP loadout. All right, now you're looking at my perfect PvP loadout. Now, obviously the Venator 4 is getting nerfed and there's some controversy about this gun being abused and how it's so broken. But if you're going to PvP, essentially you need this gun and you kind of don't really need a secondary because the gun is so good. And if you build it, you can build it for an extended mag, level 2 or level 3. You'll have a great amount of ammo. You'll easily be able to take out 1 or 2 people with this gun. So this is my build. I go Venator 4, looting MK3 Survivor, not cautious, Survivor. This allows you to equip a medium shield. So looting MK3 Survivor, medium shield, and I go 2 or 3 stacks of medium ammo, a full stack of shield rechargers, a full stack of bandages, a defib, a smoke grenade, extra stack of bandages, and an extra surge shield recharge. Now there is one thing that you can do differently here that I do. You can either run the looting MK3 Survivor or you can run the looting MK3 Defensive. Obviously this is up to you. Now these are completely interchangeable to me. They're just great mods. So you could build the tactical MK3 Defensive. This is a really great one, but you have to find blueprints for these. Depending on which one you found a blueprint for is which one I would recommend. So the tactical MK3 Defensive is also incredible. It gives you an integrated shield recharger. Actually, I'm going to say prioritize this. I'm actually going to change mine. Obviously, you could run either one of these. They're interchangeable, but this one gives you an integrated shield recharger. So it will give you a big shield that you can use every 120 seconds or so. Yeah. So this is a great PvP kit. Honestly, incredibly balanced. You have smokes to help you get out. You have enough heals to take at least 2 fights. You have a defib in case one of your teammates goes down. And you have jolt mines to watch your back in sticky situations. This is pretty much all I run when I PvP. This is my perfect PvP loadout. I've killed hundreds of people with this, made so much money. You have a ton of slots to work with as well. Let me show you my PvP loadout. Now, obviously I could have brought in a hatch key. That's kind of interchangeable for this. Typically I'll go to night raids when I PvP, so I don't really bring a hatch key, but we're gonna see what we can do. Wow, that's a strong gun. He almost took me out. Oh, almost took me out. I should have built for more ammo in my gun so I didn't have to reload there. What's he got? Not bad. Gonna take the essentials here. Stitcher 4, huh? We'll use that as a secondary. Now, this guy is wolf packing the Matriarch, so I'm going to let this guy live. I'm not really going to be that guy. Yeah, so I'm not going to push those guys. Also, they got great positioning. Let's see who else is lurking around, though. There was a guy to my left at Departure Building. I don't really care, bruh. I'm not, bro. I'm not, man. I'm sorry. I'm not friendly. You might be. You ran into the wrong guy. Seems like he might be up on the roof. Oh. We got something here. What's wrong, bro? You're upset that someone's PvPing? There might be someone else here. I'll be careful. I don't even think that guy saw me. Oh my God. All right, we should be clear now. Venator 4, nice. Okay, let's recharge shields. He's got some extra. Pop on Medi as well. Top off. Dude, they just killed Matriarch over there. Impressive. Looks like I'm gonna have to break down to essentials here. Wow, this guy's got a very similar kit to what I run. Ooh, don't know if I can carry that. Okay, I'm not over encumbered yet. That's great. All right, let's check out this last guy. Everyone's occupied right now. That's good. Oh, this guy's like a free kid or something. He's got a medium shield. What kind of gun you got? A Bobcat. Oh, that's juicy, brother. Looks like I kind of have to drop my Stitcher for this, huh? So that I'm not over encumbered. Then we just dip. And just like that, we're good to go. Perfect run. 2 for 2. Awesome. I mean, would you look at that? Look at the juice I just got from this run. Oh my goodness. Now, one thing I will say about this kit is this is a high tier PvP kit. I probably should have mentioned that before, but like this is not necessarily a crazy budget kit. The Venator 4 takes a lot to upgrade, but it's worth it. It's still worth it. But this is not necessarily a budget kit. I think it kind of doesn't make sense to really go over this with the purple shield and like purple weapons. They kind of aren't worth it. So you can still kill and crack anyone with these blue items, even if they bring in purple items. This is essentially a pretty relatively high level PvP kit. This is probably the most you will typically see me bring in. If I'm bringing in anything else, it's probably just for fun. Now I'm going to show you my final kit, which is the hybrid kit, which is balanced. It's a balance mix between PvP and looting, but I'm actually not going to go into game and give you an example like I have with these past two. All right, now what you're looking at is my final hybrid loadout. This is going to be a loadout that's kind of focused on both PvP and looting. So what you're going to want to do is you need the looting MK3 cautious, or you could have the looting MK2 like I showed you earlier. And you want to bring Stitcher for close range, which is a really good budget weapon, and a Renegade for medium to long range, which is going to be great for ticking down damage on enemies far away. It's going to be great for getting rid of AI as well. It's just going to help you out. It's nice to have on your hip. If you don't want two guns, I say recommend going with the Stitcher again, but with the Stitcher, you're not going to really be able to fight anyone mid range or far range, which, you know, you're not going to get a lot of value out of just having this gun if you want to get into some ranged fights. So this essentially wraps it up. This is going to be, I don't really recommend pulling anything else out for a hybrid kit. You're going to have great luck PvPing with this kit. You have enough heals to get yourself reset. You still have smoke grenades. You can bring grenades in it. You can bring other grenades in of your choice if you want. And you're going to have double safe pockets for looting. You're going to have a ton of space for looting as well. So this is my hybrid loadout. This is going to help you out immensely. If you enjoy gaming content, make sure to subscribe for consistent uploads. I appreciate it, guys. Much love, goats, and see you in the next video.